Alright guys, your usual host, Ahmed004 isn't here, so I am your host, Ray. I also go by Yuki, I go by a lot of names, and welcome esteemed residents of r/touch fluffy tail. Today we are going to do a Tamayura deck profile. Okay, so let's have a look at the right deck. For our starter, we just play the usual grade 0. It's a 9-Tails Fox Spirit Tamayura. When this unit is rolled upon, if you went second, draw a card. And we have the next unit, which is the grade 1. In the Calm Sunlight Tamayura, when this unit is placed from riding 9-Tails Fox Spirit Tamayura, which means you need a starter, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card with Ririmi, Rarami in this card name, or a Fox art card from among them, reveal it and put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. It's effectively a free search, and for this current build of our deck, we are having a lot of targets for this, so effectively you always are guaranteed to plus from this. Alright, so for our next card, Festival of the Burning Tamayura. When this unit is placed by riding from in the Calm Sunlight Tamayura, choose up to 1 card with Ririmi or Rarami in this card name from your drop and put it into your hand. So basically this allows you to refund your right deck cost for free. As you see, that can be very useful, and it also helps if you had some early Soul Blast and one of your dolls ends up in the drop. And last but not least, we have our boss unit, Deepening Night Tamayura. At the beginning of your right phase, you get all of your units front row plus 5000 power until end of turn. So basically this activates as at the same timing as the renowned deck Bruce when he final rushes. So it gives all of your units 5000 power and it allows it to hit magic numbers without a booster. So its second skill is, when this unit attacks, counter blast 1 and perform one of the following. Choose a card from your soul and call it to rearguard circle, or choose a card with Ririmi in its card name from your soul and a card with Rarami in its card name from your soul and call them to rearguard circle. So basically, you either get to call 1 unit or 2 dolls of different names. And so, another important thing to note is that since this is called before the trigger power, before doing your drive checks, you can assign the trigger power to the rearguards, making fronts very impactful in this deck. And if for whatever reason you just get lucky, check a Drug Vader with another counter plus, go ahead, attack again. Alright, so now let's move on to the next card, which is our new card actually. It's a Fox art. Oh, and let's not forget our 4 copies of Persona Right. So, our new card over here is Scarlet of Fluttering Evanescent Life. What a mouthful. So basically we play this card with cost Soul Blast 2 if you have a Vanguard with Tamayura in its card name. Choose up to 1 unique card with Ririmi in its card name and 1 unique card with Rarami in its card name, each from your drop, and call them to rearguard circle. Yes, you can call either of the grade 2 or the grade 1, which you'll be seeing later is a new addition to this deck. The Soul Blast 2 cost is actually quite helpful because it helps you toolbox out any Ririmi or Rami from your soul as part of the cost that you want to call out. So it's actually really good card and flexible card too. Alright, now let's move on to our mainstays of the deck, the dolls. So let's start with Ririmi and Rarami. Oh, and we also have the right deck. So Twin Direful Dolls, Ririmi, the red one. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, if you have a rearguard with Rarami in its card name, Soul Blast 2, choose one of your opponent's rearguards, and your opponent puts it into a soul. It's removal for a cost. Normally, you have better use of soul, so this is more for a way of getting rid of annoying targets such as Esperalidia, I don't know, maybe even Obscurate. Let's see. And then the Glitter ability. When this unit is retired from Guardian Circle, you may put this card from your soul. So it means you can intercept with it, or you can even guard with it and just put it into soul early on. As early as turn 1. Okay. So next, we have Rarami, the blue one. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, if you have a rearguard with Ririmi in its name, Soul Blast 2 and draw a card. And then it has the same effect. When it's put on the retire from the Guardian Circle, you can put it in the soul. So basically, they are like variations of each other. Considering they are twins, this makes a lot of sense. Alright, so now that rounds out our grade 2 units. Let's move on to our grade 1 units. So we play 4 Perfect Guards, 4 Folktail, 4 Ririmi, and 4 Rarami. So let's talk about the newer cards this time around. So it's Showtime Rirumi, the new card. When this card is placed into your drop from your soul during your turn, cause counterblast 1 and call this card to the back row rearguard circle in the same column as your front row unit with Rarami in this card name. So basically, it's like a pseudo combined rusher effect, as what a lot of people like to call it these days. Counterblast 1, just spawn a unit. And it has a glitter ability. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted, put all of your rearguards in the same column as this unit into your soul. If you put a unit with Rarami in this card name into your soul with this effect, and you did not countercharge this turn, cause Soul Blast 1, and you may countercharge 1. And you countercharge 1. It's a compulsory. And also the putting the cards into soul is mandatory. So optimally, when you are structuring your pieces, you just wanna make sure that you boost with them on the, so you get the effect. Just call the cards correctly. Yeah. And our next card is Ladies and Gentlemen Rarami. Auto skill is pretty much the same. Counterblast 1 to call when Soul Blasted, and then you must call it to the same column as the front row unit with Rirumi in his card name. And the glitter ability basically is almost the same condition except for countercharge. Soul Blast to countercharge, now you just choose one of your units and gains 5000 power until end of turn. Yes, you can choose any unit, so you might want to attack with this unit first so the other column gets more power. And let's talk about the mainstay of this deck, Stealth Fiend Folktale. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, you may look at the top 7 cards of the deck. If you do, choose up to 1 unit with Stealth in its card name or glitter from among them and put it into your soul and shuffle your deck. So if you're short on soul, you can target a Folktale with this, or even a Perfect Guard with this, because now we are playing a lot of stealth cards. This is a relatively more budget and stealth oriented version of the deck, so you can afford to run stealth cards for the synergy, and also this is, well, getting more and more pricey as it has seen a lot of applications in premium and also the latest deck, Shoujo Doji. Alright, and that concludes our Grade 1 segment. Let's move on to our trigger ratios and talk a bit about it. So, play Drakveda, crits, 4 of them, 4 draws, 3 fronts, and 4 heals. And we also have the starter as our grade 0. So, the reason for this ratio is mostly because you want to be able to deal with a lot of different situations, and card advantage is really handy for helping you get your extra pieces out. Drakveda is just really good, and you can get an extra multi-attack out of it, which is basically like extra 3 attacks, which most other decks can't say about that. So, and also, we have to take note that the front trigger is a stealth, so yes, it can be a Folktale target. And that about concludes our list. So, all in all, this is a deck with a lot of consistency and very strong multi-attack pressure, and, well, 16 targets in the deck. Who would have thought? And also the flexibility to just toolbox for most of them, depending on the situation. Well, that wraps up the deck profile. If you like what you've seen, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment on which is your favorite Fox Girl. Thank you.